So you saw the build video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully it helped you out with the regulations. Being shops can't build for people anymore is definitely going to take a toll, a big toll on the community. And that's what I'm hoping to accomplish with the new format. If you didn't catch the live show, from here on out it will be rebuild. Inserted atomizer there. And I'm just going to simply do the rebuild portion of my videos. And then if you're interested, following just a quick video of my final thoughts on the product. Griffin Mini. You know, thick, chunky vapor. That's one thing that the Griffin Mini brings for me, is a lot of flavor. Really, a lot of flavor. Would I recommend this tank for sure. I think for $32, it's pretty much a winner for me. The grub screws, you know how, I don't know if you noticed in the video, but I mentioned at one point that it was rounded out. Yeah, it was rounded out. However, they do give you a bunch of extras with this thing. I really like the fact that you can go single coil on this as well, but that deck, I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan. I wish it was the other way, but it's not. Hopefully that little trick, that little tip of just kind of kinking the lead, just that one lead, will alleviate those problems for everybody. Yeah, highly recommended for me. Final thoughts on it, a couple things. The barrel, how they pretty much took out big chunks on the very bottom, right by the threading on that barrel. I see that over time with twisting. If you can imagine, that bottom's very weak now that they took that out. I mean, it's weaker. I shouldn't say very weak, but it's definitely weaker. And I think over time with twisting that on, eventually it's just going to collapse on itself. I think. I could be completely wrong with that. I could be completely wrong with that. So take it for what you will. The underfill, the way the juice feeds into the tank, I really enjoy that. I feel like that's a good way to wick atomizers. I've always enjoyed that. From the aromizer on, I've just enjoyed that way of wicking. But just make sure, no matter what, you just don't take it, just don't sleep on it, man. Put some cotton in there. You'd be surprised at just how well this thing wicks. Another problem I do have with this thing is the condensation on the bottom. Now it just really builds up. If you kind of notice, you probably can't see it. I'm not a big fan of that ring for the adjusting the airflow just snapping onto the bottom. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. It's chintzy. It can be problematic. I mean, it's nice for cleaning, but juice always finds its way through the cracks of those things, and it's just condensation, leftover vapor. After you vape, you blow it out, it's still cooking in there. So I mean, just slightly, but just enough to keep it, some vapor built up in there, and it just, eventually, as it builds on top of itself, you get a little pool, just a little guy. This one is just classic sweater. It just sweats like crazy. Sweats like crazy. I do like the top airflow, how it's clicky, and how it actually lines up, which is a trip. I don't know if they meant to do that, but on my unit, the top airflow holes actually line up with the notches on the inside, which is super nice. Now, if it didn't line up, it should still work, but where it actually lines up right with it, I'm really happy about that. I like the look of it. It also comes with another top cap. That other top cap I'm not a fan of. It's very uncomfortable. The drip tip is super small. I'm not a big fan of that. Like I said, I have mixed feelings of the Griffin Mini. I think if you're looking for a little flavor tank, you'll get it out of this by design. They've really lifted up those airflow holes. That wall though. That wall. Again, chunky, thick vapor. It's really nice. And of course, since it's slammed down, it's really going to help with the flavor as well. That's pretty much my final take on it. Fight for your rights to vape, man. Tell people about it, if somebody is kind of, giving you the look while you're vaping, tell them about it, dude. Don't be ignorant, right? Don't be kind of like, fuck you, dude. You don't like my vape, dude? Screw off. No, man. Take the time out and be like, hey, let me teach you about this. Let me tell you the truth about this. The actual truth about vaping, which the FDA does not want out. Whistleblowers, man, we all got to work together as one, as a community, to get through this. We really do. Let's stand tall and stand proud, man. Be proud to be a vapor, dude. Be proud, man. Be proud. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at tjvapingreviews@aol.com or simply comment down below. Let's end this, baby. In classic form, dude. From the beginning video to this video. Classic. Yeah. Blessings, guys. Be good to each other, man. See you at the next one.